What is going on, LEGO investors? So today we're going to talk about how to protect yourself when selling LEGO. But really first, I want to give a quick shout out to my one membership subscriber. I appreciate you. I cannot thank you enough for supporting this channel. LeGoat, you are the best and you are my very first, and I will never forget you. I will be forever grateful. Now back to how to protect yourself when selling LEGO. So as you're aware, I sell LEGO locally, and I do that because I do not want to get scammed online. Yes, please comment down below. I know a lot of people just are not really for that type of model. They think I'm just being a little overprotective and a little paranoid, but my situation is different. This works for me. Selling online doesn't at this time. I'm not in a position where I can get scammed online. So that's why I sell locally, because I reduce the risk of getting scammed. Because if I take a hit on a set where if I get scammed, that's a lot of money to me. As you're aware, I've been sick for a long time and I've been out of work the last year. So I just cannot take those risks at that time. One day I will sell online, and you definitely believe I'm going to make a lot of videos on that. But we're going to talk about how to protect yourself when selling Legos locally to individuals. So first up, selling locally is a little risky. Physically on that side, you can put yourself in danger. There's no way around that, and you need to be aware that there's always crazy people in this world. So please do your thorough research and make sure you have these safety precautions in line. So one way on how to avoid getting scammed when selling Lego to someone is the safety factor. You want to limit how much danger you could potentially be in. So you're going to get people that will always say, hey, can you meet me at this location? Can you meet me at this Walmart, Target, wherever it may be, and tell them no. So first off, I recommend that if you sell anything, not even Lego, always meet at a police station. Typically, all police stations have a internet selling zone or spot that's recorded, but even if they didn't, still go to the police station to make this exchange. You'll be a lot safer, and like I said, it ultimately does not guarantee 100% safety, but it really limits the risk. And if somebody was trying to scam you, rob you, do something bad, they probably won't do it at a police station. And you'll see the ones where they say, oh, can you meet me here? And you say, oh no, only at this police station. Do not cave. And even if you'll see people where you're at the police station, they'll say, oh, I'm on the way, I got a flat tire, I'm right down the block, can you meet me here, meet me at this location? Tell them no. Only meet at a police station. Do not make an exception for anyone, even if they say they will pay you more money. Do not make that exception, because you are putting yourself in a lot more danger not being at a police station. And some of you might think it's crazy and paranoid, but you need to be aware of this. Some people just are truly crazy and just bad and have bad intentions, and you need to do everything that you can to protect yourself. So now on the money aspect of getting scammed. So you're typically just going to deal with money. And when I sell, I only accept cash, because please comment down below if you sell with Venmo and all those digital ways. From my understanding, they can do a chargeback somehow and say that you scam them, and there's really no protection on that. So I only deal in cash, and there is a risk with cash. Somebody could give you fake money, and I've had it happen. I don't know if it was intentional, but I have been given fake money, and this is the ways that I protect myself with fake money. So if you're meeting someone at a police station, you tell them cash only cash. Do not make that exception of other forms of payment. And check out Amazon and buy these currency markers. They work. Sometimes some of these do not work, so please read the reviews, see if they work. And it's simple. You just mark the bills, they turn a different color, and that's how you know if they're real or not. And you might say that's extreme, but frankly, I cannot afford to be scammed. I, again, have been sick, out of work. I truly cannot afford to take any hits in this business. So this is just one way I protect myself, is just have a marker with you. And I know there are UV lights and all that stuff, And if you are meeting somebody at night at a police station, which I would typically only do that during the day, you might want to have a flashlight on you, and I would not recommend meeting anyone at night at a police station. Even then, that's just a bigger risk. Do it during the day, so no real issues happen, and you can see them clear on video. Like I said, a lot of police stations have dedicated zones that are recorded. So if you look here, any state, just type in wherever you're at or the location that you're near, and just type exchange zone or sale zone at police stations, and they'll come up and you'll find one. That's how I do it. And overall, I've never really had an issue. I've been doing this for a few years now, and the ones that are shady, they will drop off of the conversation the second you say a police station. So the next part of this is, again, you might be saying this is extreme, but you need to factor in all scenarios that could happen. And what happens to me a lot, since I deal with cash only, is you'll get people that say, "Hey, I've only got 100. Can you give me change for this?" And it is no every single time. And why do I say no? Why do I not want to give them change? Is because if somebody was scamming you, and let's say you didn't have the currency markers or a way to verify the bills, and this is a known scam. This is how they do it. Like, if you remember back in the day, the Craigslist scam, where they would send you money and they would oversend you money, and then they would ask for that overpaid amount back, and then you would send it to them, and then they would get that money and essentially scam you out of thousands of dollars. It's so known. It's still going on today, and now it's moved into the currency form. So you'll get people, or if somebody was trying to scam you with fake money, they would hand you a bill and they would say, "Oh, I only got 20s. Do you have a 10?" And you give them a 10, they give you a fake 20. They just earn $10. These are known scams. These happen every single day. So I tell everyone, absolutely no. You bring the exact amount. In my postings, to save a bunch of time, is I will say, "We will meet at this police station between these times, cash only, so bring the appropriate amount," and then no refunds. Because, well, if I'm selling you something and then you take it and then you open it, I don't know what happened beyond that. I just have to include that in there. I include that in mine, and that's never really deterred people. I'm sure it has deterred a lot of people that were trying to scam me, but this is a big factor. The money back scam is very, very big. So just a few days ago, I sold something. Someone was like, and I want to say he was kind of a sketchy guy. No offense to that person, but they wanted to give me money, or $100 bill, and they wanted money back, and I said absolutely no. And then they're like, "Oh, well, I can't pay you," and I said, "Well, if you go to this store, spend some money, you'll get change, or go to the bank. I can meet you a different time." And then it's, "Oh, I only have this 100. I'm not gonna break it." You're trying that's kind of shady. You can get the money somehow. So I just include in my postings, bring the exact amount. No change will be given. No discounts. And you'll get a lot of people that will meet you and they'll say, "Oh, this has a crease in it. I'm only going to give you $40. I've walked $40 instead of 50. I've walked away from people because they're trying to haggle. And it is clear as day in my posting. No haggle, firm on price. But there is just a ton of people out there trying to make a quick buck, and you'll get a lot of people that are just resellers and they want to get that deal, so they'll try and push you. But always stand your ground. Do not be afraid to tell them no. Yeah, you could potentially miss out on a sale, but one, you don't put your life at risk, you don't get scammed, and you don't want to deal with those kinds of people in your life. So when I say this, these are all safety factors and protecting yourself to make sure you get paid. This is what I do. And then I do a little more on the physical side, the security side, which we're not going to discuss, but you could kind of assume. I make sure I'm protected, and these are just ways I protect myself. And I truly encourage everyone to follow these steps. Again, do not be afraid to say no to somebody. You will find someone to buy the set later on, and don't be afraid to ask them. And I've had people, they're like, whoa, you're going to the extreme marking these bills. Well, I'm selling you $1,500 worth of Lego. I want to make sure these hundreds are real. And if you got home, you would be out that money and you'd be out your sets. So I do not take those gambles. But I would, if you have any way to protect yourself, I would love to hear it. Please comment down below. I am open to, adding more security to my business, and I would really appreciate it if you sell locally. What steps do you take? And I would absolutely love to hear it. So please comment down below. It definitely helps the channel and it helps the community. But as always, please do your own research, have some fun, make some money. Video is not financial advice. Any statements made are my views and is for entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice. Do your own research before making any financial investments.